Hello YouTube family and welcome back to the Super Heavyweight YouTube channel. Before I continue, I just want to make a big Super Heavyweight apology because the Manchester City Master League that we started as a result of all the transfers being updated, unfortunately because I got so excited, I forgot to actually save the Master League. So when I went to check to try and play the Master League, unfortunately it wasn't there, so we're going to have to start it again. But what I've decided is I will start with the Fulham Master League on PES 2021 on the console PlayStation 4, because as I said, I will obviously choose Manchester City. Obviously we're expected to win every single trophy, but with Fulham, they're a team that's probably favourites to get relegated, probably alongside West Bromwich Albion, but because obviously being from London, I've decided to choose Fulham. So again, I do apologise for that, and of course we will start the Manchester City Master League again. However, I will still keep the episodes that I uploaded previously up there. I mean, that fantastic goal by Sergio Aguero with a phenomenal pass from Riyad Mahrez, so I was really looking forward to that, and obviously we purchased Lukaku as well, but unfortunately I didn't realise I hadn't saved the game. So what I will do is I'll actually save this Fulham Master League before starting anything else. So I do apologise for that, and of course there was a suggestion from one of the Super Heavyweight fans in the comment section to probably consider buying Raja Nainggolan as a box-to-box midfielder. So what I'm going to do is with Fulham, just going to try and focus on maybe trying to keep him in the Premier League. So of course we always go with Diego Maradona, one of my favourite players. Again, whilst this is going on, I just want to thank everyone for helping me achieve 100 subscribers. Now the next goal is to try and achieve 1,000 subscribers, and of course make sure that we get the 4,000 hours of watch time. So I'll take this opportunity to thank everyone for all their support. Please continue to like, comment and subscribe, and please turn the post notification bell in order to be notified as soon as the episode has been uploaded. And remember to spread the word amongst your friends and family, because we're changing the game and taking over. So as I said, we're going to do one with Manchester City, but at the same time we'll also do one with Fulham to try and obviously help them stay in the Premier League, because they, I think, have lost 5 games on the bounce. So that's something that we'll try and do. So let's see what the chairman's proposing. How about we aim to take the 6th position in the league? Unfortunately, I think we should finish in the top half of the league. It's just all about staying in the league, not focusing on winning the league or finishing in 6th position, because I'm sure there's a lot of work to do. And of course, the last time Fulham were in the Premier League, they spent over £100 million and then got relegated. So what I'm going to try and do is obviously first of all think of a formation that I'm going to choose, and then start to purchase players and sell a number of players that we can try and then put together a team that will allow us to be successful. So of course, again, I just want to take this opportunity to apologise again for the Manchester City Master League not being saved. That's a shame, because we did really well, and I was looking forward to that Champions League match as well, but unfortunately the excitement got the better of me. But of course we will continue with that in the next few days. What I'll do is I'll just start off this Fulham Master League, and we'll get this going. So obviously Diego Maradona again doing his press conference, of course looks very serious. What's the plan for the team? Well, stay in the Premier League at this moment in time, but I think I have my own ideas with Fulham. I think I'm looking to probably go with the 5-2-1-2 formation with Fulham, because I think most of the time we're going to be up against it, and what we just try and need need to do is just get off to a good positive start without losing too many games. What style of football do you want to play this season? I want the boys to play hard, so I think we need to really battle and make sure that we compete in every game. So what I'm going to do is hopefully first of all sort the formation out and then look to sell several players. I've obviously made the transfer window where it stops every day because there's going to be a lot of outgoings and possibly incomings as well, so that's something we need to be aware of. So just quickly check the manager's office. It's pretty much the same as what it was last time, so we'll just go through that. Because let's get straight onto the gameplay and have a look at what we have. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to first of all change the formation to a 5-2-1-2, which looks something along the likes of this. And then I'm just going to start moving everyone around. So we'll move this young man over here, Zambo Anguissa. Probably move. Right, so if I just put him as a centre forward, just swap him for Ademola Lookman. I'm just thinking, can I? So we've got that situation there. Robertson's obviously the left back, can go in there. Kenny, the captain, can go there. Aina is obviously the centre back, and let's just bring in for now Hector. O'Brien can obviously go left back, and then we've got a few players in there fairly decent, and I believe, if I remember correctly, Seri was in there as well. So we've got a few good players, and then of course Anderson, who's just recently come in there. So who do I take off? We'll go with 192, 193, and 186. So for now I'll take off Reen, and we'll just leave it as that for now. And then we need to probably think about just playing Kamara up there, just because of his pace. Of course, Lookman's a very good player and I'm a big fan of his. And then let's just see whether we can maybe sell some of these players and then try and get in players who are going to probably help us avoid relegation. So we've got that. Let's just see what the attacking formation is. Possession game, short pass, wide, positioning flexible, support range. We'll keep it quite tight. Frontline pressure, centre, aggressive, defensive line. Very happy with that. Advanced instructions, centering targets, and defenses swarm the box. I'm just going to leave that as counter-attacking, because I just feel that I'd like to keep Mitrovic up there. Just want to go to auto attack and auto offside, and then we need to start selling some players. So we'll just get straight onto it. So there's a lot of players that I'd wish to sell. Of course, we've got £45 million with a £30,000 budget, so we've just got to be very careful with how we approach things. But quite a few of these players I think will probably go on the transfer list just to raise up some funds. So probably Cavallero at 27. He's a very good player actually. Just trying to think if we can just sell him. Le Marchand, might need him. Tete, probably as another right back and a left back option. Reed as a defensive midfielder. Knockout. Again, with the formation that I'm playing, some of these players probably won't be needed, so I'll put Reed on there as well, just see if I can get some funds. Cordova Reed, we'll probably see if we can get rid of him. Lookman I want to keep. Cabano, probably see if we can get rid of him as well. See if we can bring someone in. So I'll play Fabry as well. Ream. Probably get rid of him as well. See if we can get some players in to try and improve the squad. Seri, I'm just trying to think, should I keep him or should we see if we can get rid of him? I'll just put him on the transfer list for now, and we'll just see whether anybody's interested, and whoever we can sell, we can try and bring them back in. So that's what we'll do. Try and think, is anyone here that we could possibly send? Adarabio's 23 at 72 though. Probably need another centre back in there. And then what I'm just going to quickly do is have a look at advanced search. One of the players that I'd probably want to consider is Isaac. They do call him the next Zlatan, I believe. I believe that's how you spell it. The young Swede. So he's 29 at. So you got a release fee of 17 million. So I think that's someone who I wish to probably purchase. So I'm going to go straight in with that. I think we're going to have to go with the release fee. He wants 36,000, but unfortunately we don't have enough at the moment, so we'll just go with him. I want to try and get some young players, so I'm just looking at him. I'm looking at the Arsenal centre-back, which I can't remember his name now, so I'm just going to go into club teams. The young Arsenal centre-back that's come from Saint Etienne. Let's just see what his statistics are. Oh, Mustafi at 14 million could be a good buy, but let's just quickly have a look as to who we could purchase. Let's look at that centre back. Oh, Saliba. And Mesut Ozil. Could I buy Mesut Ozil? That's my boy, the super heavyweight. Champion. Let's just see if we can try and bid for him. So we've got that in. Alright, so 3-year contract now, 65,000. But we'll just attempt to. I mean, he's happy to come to the club, so that would be good. I mean, what we'll do is, what we'll do is we'll just attempt to bid for the players, and then see who's available. So, of course, this is a young player that we can probably try and sign. So let's just see if we can get rid of some of the other players. And then the other player that I wanted to sign was Hamza Choudhury from Leicester City. So we're just going with that and see what happens actually. Where is he? There he is. 23 years old. Defensive awareness is 75, and I think he's only going to get better. So let's just see what his release fee is. 6.5 million. So I think that would be a good buy as well. A young British player. So we'll try and get him in there. He's not impressed with the contract, so let's just see if we can increase that to 21,000, and we'll just do that. Oops, just do that for now. So again, the reason we're just starting with Fulham is because unfortunately the Manchester City Master League, unfortunately, didn't save it, so that's the reason why we're in this predicament. But of course, these things happen. I'm sure it'll be fine, and we'll start a new Manchester City Master League in the next few days. So we'll go with Slimani as well. I remember watching him play in the World Cup against the Germans. I was very impressed, and of course, he could be one that we look at. I'm also going to put Kenny on the transfer list because I think he could give us a bit of money as well. And of course, Loftus-Cheek can fit in to that position. So, of course, I'm looking for Ozil. That's the main player that I want. I haven't put any of the centre backs on the transfer list as well, but we'll go with that for now. Let's just see if we can make some sales. What I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to go to general settings and just change it to only when there is progress, just for now, because I do feel that at the moment, as with Manchester City, there weren't no friendly matches, so I doubt there's going to be any for Fulham. And let's just see if we can get rid of some players. But if I could get Ozil, I mean, that would be a fantastic signing. But of course, so Isaac has accepted. Ozil, we dropped the ball when deciding the contract length. It seems that our offer was way off what the player was looking for. We'll have to go back in. Saliba's actually considered. Hamza Choudhury is one that I would like to purchase. So what I'm going to do is hopefully we can sell someone, and we're going to go back in for Ozil because he's the one I want. Him, Hamza Choudhury, Isaac, and then Saliba. I doubt I'll get all four of them because I just don't think we'll be able to afford the wages. But of course, if we can get a superstar like Ozil at the club, I mean that'll boost the confidence of a lot of players. So let's just see what's in the manager's office before I go in there. Of course, Carvalho, Adoy, Seri, Cabano. So a few of the players they've come back for. So I'm just going to go back into negotiations. Of course, I could maybe take some of these players already. I think Isaac would be a good signing as well, but or Isak. I'm not quite sure how you pronounce it, but I go back in for Ozil. So we've got him there. He would welcome a bigger move to the club, maybe a 2-year contract. And we'll go with that. So 65,000. I'm hoping we can get some money in for some of the other players. So let's just see what happens there. Hopefully we can accept it straight away. So Cabano, 777. And I think we could get the release fee paid out there. Yep, we'll go with the release fee. I think it's not too much. Adoy is on 15,000. We'll just get him off the books. Seri for 6 million. I think we can get 8 million for him, so we'll just go back there. And I think we can get 8 million. So again, there's going to be a lot of transfer movement for Fulham. I think we do need to improve, maybe get another centre back in there. But for now, I've identified a number of players. We've got a centre. None of those players seem interesting to me, so I'm just going to carry on. But Ozil's the one that I want, my boy. Obviously, the first ever Master League that we put up on YouTube, I had Mesut Ozil on there with the Arsenal Master League, and he was a fantastic player. So if we can get him in there, he's obviously got his last year, and he's accepted. Now there's a problem. We've got to try and get some of these players off the books. So I'm hoping that we'll actually be able to get that done today. So that's great news. And then of course we can drop Loftus-Cheek into that midfield, and of course Ozil will come in and become captain. So let's just quickly get on with that. Let me just try and get rid of some of the players, and then we can sign Ozil because we'll have enough money to be able to purchase him. So Cabana can go. We need 65,000, and I think we'll get that. Fabry, they've come in. We'll just accept that for Fabry. I probably should spend a bit more time, but when you're live on YouTube, slightly nerve-wracking. And of course, Seri's a very good player, but I just thought that we'll get rid of some of these players. Nottingham Forest, I think we can probably get that up to... Actually, I'm just going to accept it. Because I'm thinking maybe I'll be able to get Hamza Choudhury in as well. So I think that would be some good signing. So let's just go with Ozil first. I mean, we've got a super heavyweight player there. The number 10 shirt's coming. Right, so we've now got... have we still got 45 million? Because I'm just thinking Isak or Saliba. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to go back to... so obviously with this first episode of any of the series, it is always quite long, so I do apologise with that, but I'm sure you'll appreciate the fact that there's got to be a lot of transfer movement for a club like Fulham, with only a week or so to go before the transfer window closes. And of course we'll play the next game, but of course we've got Mesut Ozil, a world-class superstar player, who'll make our team much better. I feel he's been harshly treated by Arsenal, but that's our game. When you've got a talent like that, for him not even to make the squad, it's just a travesty. People say what they like, but I mean, the World Cup winner, he's played for Real Madrid, obviously very talented. Assists, some of the best assists and highest number of assists in the Premier League. So of course Mesut Ozil's ready, and we're going to obviously put him straight into the squad. Not just the squad, we're going to put him straight into the first 11. So Reed, there's a possibility that he can leave. Obviously we do need a centre back, and of course I feel that we could do with another. See if I can get Cordova Reed out of the way. So we've got Ozil. Hopefully we can get rid of some of the others. So let's just see what's happened. So 5 million from Cardiff. I think he used to play for Cardiff actually. Let's see if I can get another million for him. The weekly salary is only 14 million. So we're just going to have a quick, actually, I'm just going to accept it because I may be able to get 2 players with that. So I'm just going to go back into other teams. So we've got Saliba at 25. I could do with another centre back. I think Isak at this moment in time is probably the most important one for me. 10, 28, 30, about 35 mil. We've got enough. So 40. I'm going to go with Isak because I could do with another striker. That leaves us 36,000. It's either Saliba or Choudhury. Just trying to think at this moment in time. We do need another midfielder in there, and we also need another centre back. So it's a bit of a tough decision. And I mean, I'll have enough money. It's just whether I'll have enough in terms of the salary budget. That's the only concern. And moving forward, I suppose I'm going to go with Hamza Choudhury for now. Of course, being an Asian player as well, that's something that I want in my squad. And then Saliba can come afterwards because I can always play. Zambo Anguissa as a centre back. So that's something that I could possibly explore. But we'll get going with the game. Once again, the reason we've started the Fulham Master League is because I didn't save the Manchester City Master League. And of course, I've got to be very careful here as well because I also haven't saved the Fulham Master League as of yet. But I promise I will do that as soon as this episode is over with. And of course, it's going to be tough trying to keep them in the Premier League. In real life, they've lost 5 games out of 5, I believe. But Isak, as I say, is the next Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Obviously, that's going to be difficult to follow in the footsteps of Zlatan. But as I said, he's young. He's a rating of 79. And I think he can do really well. So I believe he was at Borussia Dortmund. So I don't know whether he's on loan at this club or whether he's actually been signed by the Spanish club. But either way, let's just go into game plan and just make some changes. So Choudhury can come in there, say for someone like the keeper. I mean, there's a few players that we can still sell as well. That might get us. So we've got Marchand, we've still got Ream there. So McDonald's one that I want to try and move on. And let's just have a look at somebody else. And we'll try and probably just put Reed out for now. So Ozil obviously comes in and he's a captain. So, I'm so excited. I mean, I think that's great work there. Zamba and Gisa would become 70 as a centre back there. Of course, we've got Hamza Choudhury and we've got Isak, so maybe pull him out for Kamara. And I think that's pretty much the team. Of course, Kenny, Lamina. So we'll just go with Ream for now. Just trying to think, is there anyone else that I could probably put in? And maybe look at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Knockout of we trying to sell because he just won't fit into the team in terms of what we're trying to achieve. And I think Anderson, Hector. So we'll go with that. We'll just make sure we got the captain, long free kick taker, short free kick taker, free kick taker 2. I'm just going to actually put it down with Loftus-Cheek, who I think is a great player as well, and I think he'll do really well for Fulham. Penalty kick taker is just going to go straight to Ozil. He's just going to do everything, and we'll put the 3 centre backs up there. So I think we're well placed to try and do well, and I think we've made some really good signing. I'm just trying to think, should I play Hamza Choudhury? I think the sooner we get him in, and of course we have Saliba waiting. I'm going to put him in, so just that we've got some young players, 23, 25, of course Loftus-Cheek in there at 24, Isak there at 21, and Mitrovic, who's a really good player, has been in there. So we'll just go with that. I think we're pretty much ready to go. Was there any other negotiations that need to be made that I can remember? So we've got Hamza Choudhury, Isak, and let's just have a look if anybody has of yet come in for some of our players. May need to put some of them on the transfer list. Nobody's coming for Ream as of yet. Tete I haven't even put on the transfer list. So Kenny, Cavallero. So we've managed to get most of the players out of the team that we didn't want, and now we're just going to go straight into the first match. Hopefully we can get a good result. Still disappointed the fact that the Manchester City Master League we didn't manage to save, because I was really looking forward to playing that, but we'll just make do with the Fulham one. So Premier League opener, we've made some really good signings, and of course the title for this episode, Mesut Ozil has arrived. Of course he's starting. It'd be silly not to, and of course we're building the whole team around him. We've got him on a 2-year contract, and of course we are planning to use him being the captain, and of course 83 overall rating as well, so he's the best player at the club, and he's in London as well, so of course that helps. Let's just have a look at the manager's office. So Francois, we'll sort that out later, and we'll get straight into playing the first match. So again, the reason I'm obviously playing with Fulham is because I want to have 2 Master Leagues going simultaneously. One is with a team that's expected to win everything, and the other one is with a team that's not expected to even survive in the Premier League and is expected to get relegated. So of course that's what we were looking at. Obviously I wanted to bring back Ryan Sessegnon, but I just don't think we can afford him. I'm just hoping we can get Saliba, because I think it'd be a great signing, a young player who will improve. So I think the more he would play, Diego getting the players ready, and of course with Manchester City, of course we can try and get everyone there. So just trying to see who I could probably bring in. Of course I'm just going to put Lookman in there, just so that yeah, I think that's about right. I think I'm pretty much happy with everything there, and we'll just put in the other 2 players. So we can change to a 5-2-3, but I'm actually happy with how this formation is. I just think the chemistry will improve once we get everyone playing with one another and familiar with one another. So it's a big game, of course. We need a centre back. Ideally, I did think about Eliaquim Mangala, who used to be at Manchester City. Phil Jones was another one that I probably would consider, and I think we could get him on the cheap.
Well, it is that special time of the year where everyone starts as equals.
To try and get a sleeve. In fact,
back in the distance, memories of last season, positions and points tallies on the last day. That's all now irrelevant.
He's at 14
it's all
million,
about
so
the ultimate
again,
prize
we've got some
that lies
options.
a long way ahead.
Of course, there's still a bit of time.
That buoyant feeling is here.
But,
new start, fresh hope.
West London,
Fulham off to a flyer. The fans are
got to try and keep him in the Premier League, so we're under pressure. And Mesut Ozil, he's got the number 7 shirt at the moment, but we're going to have to change that to number 10 because my boy only wears the number 10. So Mesut Ozil, I'm so excited. And again, hopefully we can keep up Fulham, and I think we've got a good chance. And the boys look ready, and got some young talent in there as well. Hamza Choudhury, probably I think the only Asian in the Premier League at the moment, so again breaking barriers. And of course I want to buy my football club in League 2.
Last season is in the past.
Of course, I'd like
they
to
are
give,
all equals.
Maybe
well, with star names and new faces, both on the pitch and on the bench, let's hope for a more attractive, competitive and unpredictable league.
But anyway, let's get going into the match.
Although I'm beginning to think that we're asking for the impossible. We've got lots to analyse and debate, come what may, as ever. And this ought to get us off to a busy start. I've been waiting for this quite a while, and I know you have too, Peter. So, here we go.
Mesut Ozil's away.
The action has already started.
Try and get him involved.
Ozil is making his first appearance for his new team today. What can we look forward to seeing from him, Jim?
He's an excellent technician, and I'd expect this team to produce a lot more chances with him in the side.
What a ball there. Mitrovic, I mean, very dangerous in the air.
Well,
I mean, he was a Premier League player playing in the Championship. With a great cross there from Ozil.
Up, I'm sure.
And Mitrovic causing all sorts of problems. It's a corner. Can get a good cross in there. Keeper bunches, but felt Mitrovic should have already won that header. But Hennessy is able to bring the ball away. So far a good start. Just got to be careful here.
Gone back to the keeper.
Areola, former PSG goalkeeper.
Keeper sends it forward.
Oh, that's a good
get the better of his opposite number. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it.
Hamza Choudhury.
Fulham come into this game with a new look management structure. It has been.
That's a great ball in there.
And he's there to clear it.
Mitrovic scored there.
Turns and goes back.
And Ozil with the shot. Oh, that's a great football here. And remember, we are playing on the difficulty mode of Superstar, just in case you're wondering.
Loftus-Cheek.
Just had to add that in there. Our referee's got to be a foul.
Have created a real intensity from the start, and there's no sign of any let-up.
He's made sure that that won't get through.
Absolutely huge centre-backs. And Guiso, I think, could be a very good move to play him in the centre-back position. Mitrovic with the shot. Isak, I mean, playing really well. So I think that's some shrewd signings on my behalf. And I think the Mesut Ozil signing, I mean, I think that'll give everybody confidence. Because when you've got a player of that calibre at your club, and I'm calling it now, I reckon Mesut Ozil's going to Juventus. I would advise him to see out his contract at Arsenal, and then I think Juve generally do tend to sign a lot of free transfer players. Oh, what a header there as well. And Mitrovic gets his head on the ball, but it's just over. But we've had a really good start, and the worrying thing for us is, of course, we are in a relegation battle, and we need to make sure that we capitalise on the good.
Iron tried to play it through.
Yeah, I mean, I think he did well to spot the run. He just didn't get enough behind it. It happens.
I'll tell you a story about him, actually. I actually went to watch him play in the FA Youth Cup. Chelsea generally tend to win that one year in, year out. And when I saw him play, he's a very good player. I think that year they actually lost to Norwich. So that was a while back.
Zaha goes looking.
it's sometimes shown on TV here in England.
Done very well to intervene.
Again, great play.
Crystal Palace have made it clear what they're trying to do for me, Peter.
What are they trying to do?
Well, I think they're making the pitch as big as possible to work both flanks into better supply routes.
I think we're playing really well. I think the wing backs are actually doing a great job, and I think the fact that we do have protection. Ozil, Loftus-Cheek,
and it's Mitrovic.
To Brian. Oh, I thought the referee got in the way there.
Brian switches it towards the other side.
Outside of his boot to Aina.
Sambo Anguissa.
Anguissa plays that to
Either
Hector.
side yet able to find the net. Brian fired in from distance.
Isak. That's a great ball into the box. And of course, by having two strikers,
and that's been one straight back. Batshuayi with a good steal, well played.
Crystal Palace
has gone out.
Hamza, young, combative, and very mobile in that midfield. So, of course, we've got the option of playing two defensive midfielders.
Lovely bit of
with
skill
him
there.
And Zambo Anguissa.
Milivojevic.
Managed to win the ball
Milivojevic showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball,
Isak
but couldn't quite sort it out.
Nearly gets in front of the Crystal Palace defender, who's recovered well.
Joel Ward plays it forward. Sambo Anguissa is there, and he can get that clear.
He's able to bring, and I love this running ability of Ozil's. It's a great ball out there to Brian. Back to Ozil. Great ball there to Brian. Can he get a good cross in there?
Fires it in low.
Again, well defended.
Very necessary.
Ozil with a shot.
And the ball's come out. Kouyaté gets it away.
Really, really well. Batshuayi from Chelsea. Oh, got to be careful here.
Has he picked him out?
Because...
No, it's Ayew. And he's away.
It's a great defender.
He's gone down.
A bit worried,
the referee just tells him to get back up again.
Backed off and kept the player on. Loftus-Cheek, I think he's going to be a fantastic player for us. He's already started really well.
Isak.
Oh, Isak, great turn. Gets that ball in. Oh, well defended. I have to say, Crystal Palace have done really well.
Hoists it forward.
I mean, we've completely dominated
this
game.
Can launch
However,
a counter.
As you saw earlier, a few moments ago, that they can be very dangerous.
It's a great ball.
Just got to be very careful, not make any mistakes.
Plenty waiting in the middle. Aimed in towards the centre.
Keepers come out. Let's just slow it down. Let's just get into the half.
And we've reached half time. So the other team has broken
0-0. So I'm very happy with that. Zaha's been kept quiet. But we did see moments ago that they had a really good chance.
Views on the first half.
They couldn't capture. Got 70% possession on the difficulty mode of Superstar. So I'm very happy with that. I hope we can get Saliba in there as well.
For this second half.
Fulham
just so that it gives us enough cover in defence, and hopefully we can try and maybe move on to some of the other players in the team. But
the action has already resumed here.
I want to try and avoid losing.
Fulham playing well with lots of opportunities and plenty positives to take from the first half. Despite this scoreline, converting chances would make a world of difference for them.
Got to be very careful there. I mean, I don't know how he got in front of Hector.
Quite good enough.
Look, I don't want to sound too dismissive, but from here, that looks the harder thing to do.
Got to try and keep giving that ball to Ozil.
Forward it goes.
Mitrovic. I did actually think about Callum Hudson-Odoi, but
it's Loftus-Cheek.
The problem was
he's in. Mitrovic.
Nice Aquino was trying to play a nice cheeky ball there, did Mitrovic. You want Ozil playing those types of passes. Oh, well played there by Hamza Choudhury.
Well played, he saw that coming.
Had to really play that pass.
Gets into a dangerous position.
Here. He's done really well.
Good ball.
And Zambo
Batshuayi. A really good feat. Batshuayi. Good ball. Going for goal. Woof. Same again. Same outcome.
Crystal Palace really are in the ascendancy here, and they know they have to register while that's the case.
That we need to try and work upon.
To go with all this possession.
We are playing with 3 centre-backs, so that's something that I'm trying to address. But
Mesut Ozil.
It's not easy.
Not long left, and still we await the breakthrough.
Ball out. I mean, my friend's Choudhury, so I think he'll be very happy that I've purchased Choudhury.
Still waiting for the first goal of the season
as
here.
I was saying, he's one of the first Asian players in the Premier League, and again, that's breaking barriers.
Mesut Ozil. Choudhury.
Oh, that's a good ball there to Aina. Can you get a nice cross in there?
Swept in.
Oh, again, did the hard work, put a good ball into the box,
tries to get it forward
just weren't
quickly.
able to get on the end of it, so it's been quite frustrating.
Loftus-Cheek.
Loftus-Cheek being dispossessed by Ayew.
And it's Zaha.
To hold up Zaha.
And here's Ayew. Ayew. And the shot!
Ooh, what a shot!
It's off target and by quite a way.
Crystal Palace were again presented with an opportunity to break.
Holding off.
And look, very
really well. And again, that's a good shot. It's actually gone through the legs of the defender, so I thought we defended that well, but it's just just got to be very careful. Probably look at some substitutes. Again, the second half, I think Crystal Palace have been much better.
Ozil.
But Ozil, what a player.
Choudhury.
Just got to be careful here.
Loftus-Cheek. Mesut Ozil. Isak.
Oh, again, great football there.
Gets good distance on it.
And we nearly actually managed to get that ball through.
Van Aanholt drives it forward.
Well covered there by Hector.
Just needed a better final ball.
Crystal Palace just had to make the ball stick, but came up short.
Substitutions here. Just trying to think what I might do. Put Zambo and Gisa in that midfield. Choudhury's obviously just come into the team, which I'll probably look to bring on Adarabio. I might actually look to bring on Kamara. I mean, Isak's played really well, to be honest, but of course you don't take Ozil off, even though he's looking a bit tired. I'm just trying to think, could I bring on Lemina, or even Kearney, for that matter? Probably bring him on for Loftus-Cheek, so we'll go with that for now. And let's just see if that's something that will help us.
Well, they've seen lots of the ball. Time to go for it a bit of creativity and adventure.
Loftus-Cheek tries to play that.
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
Just gotta be careful here. Hector, just get it out. Don't want any.
Areola sends that a long way.
Yeah, that's what I like about Mitrovic. You know one thing. Or Isak.
Kouyaté battles to win it back.
Have to give credit
and
to.
It's played forward.
Crystal Palace, to get it clear. They've done really well defensively.
Crystal Palace merit full marks for their attitude and application in trying to win this. It means an awful lot, obviously.
That's great football, though.
And here's Mitrovic.
Just tried to find Isak.
Referee rightly gives
just
him
offside.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
I feel that we should win this game, but in terms of any clear-cut chances, I don't think we've had any. So of course, we get a point here for the start of the season, and just the fact that we've played really well, that will give us great confidence.
Crystal Palace have just about everyone back and central.
Clearly, they're trying to show strength to what the opposition have seen as a weakness.
It's a safety-first approach.
Just
looking cross-field, changing the point of attack.
Down the left.
Fulham really looking like men possessed. They need to if they want to win it.
Great header there by Hector. Ozil.
And here's Mitrovic.
Kearney. Brian on the overlap, the Scottish international.
It into the area. Cahill with the clearance. And here's Ozil.
Ozil, oh, what a ball there.
Patrick Van Aanholt knocks it away.
Oh, Sorry, just got really excited there. Just lost my train of thought. But 0-0. I mean, that's a fantastic and exciting 0-0 match you'll ever get. But we'll take that. That's a point. And we've managed to obviously get all 3 new players that we purchased. And we had quite a few chances. We put balls into the box. Going into the first half, we had 70% possession. Now we have 68. Crosses were 10, so I'm very happy with that. Shots on target, we had 5, so we're very happy. And look at the amount of passes we attempted, 136, which 117 was successful. So I think that's putting us in a good position. I mean, Ariola's got man of the match, so that's quite interesting. But I think the newcomers in terms of Choudhury, Ozil and Isak had a really good game, and of course Zambo and Guisa, I thought he did really well. However, one thing I did notice, he didn't win many headers, so that's something we need to probably consider and explore. But very happy with that. The first point on the board, and of course if we can finish 10th, I'd be extremely happy. And I want to try and get Saliba, so let's just see what happens. So what we'll do is we'll just try to get to the next match, and then we'll end the episode. Again, I do apologise if you're wondering why we're playing with Fulham. It's because the Manchester City Master League that we had, unfortunately I didn't save it, so therefore, as I did say, I was going to do a second Master League with a team who are expected to get relegated. This is all being played on the difficulty mode of Superstar, so please keep supporting the channel. Of course, 100 subscribers, very happy with that, and we'll try and get to the next step, which is 1,000. So let's just hope we can get rid of Onoma. He is a local boy, but just can't see him getting many minutes on the pitch. However, I just think that so Francois will just accept straight away. So we've got 12,000. I'm hoping Onoma's actually salary slightly more, so 10,000. That'll still mean we're short in terms of getting Saliba. Let's just put it up to about 2.5. I'm sure that actually 2.6. I think that's a fair price for Onoma, even though his market value is. Actually, I'm going to renegotiate that. Don't renegotiate. I'm going to renegotiate that to 3 million. I think we can get for him. Actually, I'm going to go to 2.8. Actually, I'm going to go 2.9. I think that's fair, just considering the market value is 3.5 million pretty much. And I'm just hoping that we can get some of the other players off the book. So Ivan Cavallero, for example, Kearney, no one's coming in for him. Ream, no one's coming in for him. Onoma, we've got some, and Knockout as well. So if that means we have to keep some of these players, well, so be it. But if we can get rid of a few more, I think that'll help us. So we'll just get that going. And again, I'm really enjoying this Master. I mean, I have to say, PES 2021, best game out there in terms of footballing, a footballing game. So very happy with that. So we'll just keep it going. Again, need to try and sell off some of the players because I need to buy Saliba, and then I'll be happy with the business that we've done in terms of the transfers that we've put together. So very happy with that. Of course, having signed Ozil as well. I have to say, that was a bit of a shock because I didn't expect him to A, accept coming to Fulham, but B, to try and get 65,000 in terms of his salary, which is quite a lot for a club like Fulham. But let's just see who's on there. So Onoma, they're not opening to considering new terms, so let's just see if we can just sell him off straight away. Whatever they offer, we'll just go with. And I'm hoping we can get in Saliba. I think that'll be a good bit of business. So 23 million, I think we can. So I'm just going to go straight into getting Saliba. Oh, we're just slightly short. So 1,000. We have to try and make that happen. So let's just hope we can do that before we end the episode. Sorry for the long episode. I do apologise, but it generally will get shorter after this. And of course with the Man City one, I'm still seething over that. I'm very upset. Messi wins Europe's Best Player award because of Manchester City one. I thought we did really well, as you saw with that goal that we uploaded. I mean, that was one of the best goals I've ever scored, if not the best goal. But we've got Reed, an offer for Reed, and I think that'll mean just want to see who's actually looking to bid for him before I look to sell him off. So it's Burnley. He's 25 years old, defensive awareness, but we can sell him off just for the purpose of ending this episode. I'm just going to sell him off because that just means I can go and purchase Saliba, who I think will be a very good centre-back to have. And then we can look to sell some of the others in the January transfer window. So I'm very happy with that. I'm just going to end the episode as soon as we complete this Saliba transfer. His rating is 77, but of course he's a young player. I think he's only 19 years old, so at 77 I only expect him to get better, and I expect that he'll have an overall rating of maybe 80 by the end of the season, just so that he'll play every single match. So he'll come in and hopefully he'll give us a bit more stability at the back. I hope anyway. We'll see what happens, so we'll go with that. Of course I can take the rest of them off the transfer list because we don't really need to sell now. We've managed to purchase 4 players, so Ozil, Isak, Hamza Choudhury, who I'm a big fan of, and of course William Saliba, and I think that gives us a very good pool, which I think is very important for any successful team. So we've got a centre-back, a centre defensive midfielder, a centre attacking midfielder, and a striker, and they're all very young. So we just see what we've got here. So departures, newcomer notice. So we're going to end the episode now. Again, we'll start another Manchester City Master League in the next couple of days, but we'll stick with Fulham in the meantime. Yeah, so again, just thank you for the 100 subscribers. Of course, we want to try and get to the 1,000 mark now, and of course 4,000 hours of watch time. So I'll end the episode here. Just want to say a big super heavy thank you to everyone for supporting the channel. Please continue to spread the word amongst your friends and family, and to the wider PES community who can support me playing PES. And of course, please continue to like, comment and subscribe, and please turn the post notification bell in order to be notified as soon as the episode has been uploaded. And remember, we're trying to upload as many episodes as we can. It's no longer daily, but we'll try our best to do so if we can. Take care, see you soon, and keep following this Super Heavyweight YouTube channel, because remember, we're changing the game and taking over.